Hello friends, good morning all of you. Welcome you all in accountancy lecture. Today I am going to start chapter number 4, journal book. Journal book is the most important fundamental book of the accounting. All the transaction, it means the accounting entries is always start with the journal book. So let me see what is a journal book. Here you can see a journal book is a fundamental book of double entry system. It is such a basic fundamental book on the basis of which the remaining books of accounts are prepared. It means for starting up recording the any entries to prepare any accounting books, first book we have to prepare, that's the name is a journal book. So which is a fundamental book of double entry system, or which is a fundamental book of accounting? The answer is a journal book is a fundamental book of double entry system. All the transactions are started with the journal book. French word journe means day. Here how to journal books arrive, journal word arrives. Journal word is arrived from the French word journe. Journe means a day, from the which the word journal is derived, meaning of which is daily recording of business transaction. It means a businessman do whatever transaction during a day. During a day, all the transaction first record in the journal book. English word journal is originally of Latin language. The meaning of it is a note or diary. So common meaning of the journal book is a diary for the daily recording transaction. So journal book is known as a book of original entries. It is such a book of account where all accounting transactions are recorded in the order of date. Here in the journal book, transactions are recording according to the date. It means a date wise transaction are recorded. It is also determined which account will be debited or credited with what amount. Here rules of a debit and credit we have seen in the chapter number 2. There are a total 3 types of account. One is a personal account, second real account, and third is a nominal account. We have did detailed study in that chapter about the debit and credit rules. Transactions are first recorded here. Here it means in the journal book with a brief explanation. Brief explanation is called in the according to journal book language being or narration. Right? Now we will see third point, characteristics of the journal book. First characteristics is a original book. We know that all the transaction first recorded in the journal book, and the English word journal meaning is a originally. So we can say journal book is a original book. The very first treatment of accounting transaction is recorded in the journal. Thus journal is an original or fundamental book. Second, dual effect. According to the debit credit rules, dual effects are recorded of accounting transaction in it. Here in the first chapter or second chapter, I explained you all the accounting transaction are recorded with the dual effect method. Okay, it means we are maintaining our Indian accounting system maintain the accounts with the dual effect. So all the transactions having two effect, one is a debit side, second is a credit side. Here in the journal book also we have to maintain that system. It means a dual effect system. Third, two columns for amount. Two columns for amount. Why two columns? One column for the account debit amount and second column is for the credit amount. I will explain this point in detail at the time of specimen of the journal book. As per the dual effect, amount of debit account will be recorded in debit column and amount of credit account will be recorded in credit column. How to mention, how to disclose this amount, that I will explain you at the practical sum. Fourth is a order of date. We maintain the journal book according to the date wise. Accounting transactions are recorded on daily basis in the order of date. And narration. Narration, it means an explanation about the transaction. After recording a journal entry, a brief of transaction is mentioned below journal entry, which is known as narration. These narrations provides information about transaction. It means after completing the journal entry, after deciding debit and credit account, below it we have to mention a brief note regarding the transaction. So at the end of the year we can come to know about the details of transaction. Right? That is called narration. Next point is significance of journal. First significance, importance is all accounting transaction in this book, it means a journal book, we have to record all the transaction according to the daily date wise, right? So from the journal book we can come to know about the accounting situation of the business. So since in journal accounting transaction are recorded in order of time and date, no transactions remains unrecorded. Next is a detailed information. In journal book, a systematic and detailed information of each transaction is maintained. Thus, when any information is required can be obtained. In the journal book, we have to record all the transaction, right? And it will be recorded according to the date and time wise. So in future if we needed any details regarding the transaction, we can obtain it from the journal book. Next is the information useful for future. In journal, at the end of brief information of each accounting transaction is provided. Now what is a brief information that we see in the sum? Thus in future information pertaining of transaction becomes available, right? Next, easy for posting. Now after completing the ledger, it will be posting. It means another side, another book will be prepared and the name is the ledger. In the ledger whatever book we give entry, that is called a posting. It means a ledger book is prepared from the journal book. Journal book is a fundamental book. All other books are prepared from the journal book. So at the time of posting we can do it easily. In a journal, two separate columns for debit and credit are maintained. It's become easy that which account is to be debited and which account is to be credited. Here in the journal book, firstly we have to separation of the debit and credit account, so it will be easy for another book, it means a ledger book any other subsidiary book, to make it on debit side and credit side entry. Next is a systematic recording. Since before recording transaction in ledger prepared after completing the journal book it means a journal statement, right? Journal book, it means there is no any other type of a book, but in the in accounting system for the different types of a books are prepared, and that book is one name of a one book is called a journal book. So in ledger, transaction are recorded in the journal books as per rules. Rules, it means I explain you debit and credit rules, right? The transaction are recorded in systematic manner in ledger. Errorless account. Why it is through the journal book we can prepare a errorless account? The reason is that here in the journal book we have to maintain it book properly according to the rules and regulations, and it will be recorded according to the time and date also. So there is no any chance to remaining transaction, so that we can say in a journal according to the rules of double entry, two effects of transaction are passed, thus the possibility of accounting errors can be minimized. Now here with this the theoretical part of this chapter is going to over. Now I am showing you the specimen of the journal. Okay, what is a journal book? Journal book, it means not a separate book, but it is a one type of a statement. Okay, here firstly you have to give a heading Journal Book of Shri. Here you have to write down the name of any businessman, that will be given in your question. After that you have to prepare a total 5 column. First column is date. Okay, here you have to make this column according to the date size. It means we know in the date we have to write down the year, month and date. So first column date, after that particular, LF number, it means a ledger folio number, then debit amount and credit amount. Okay, the in your accounting book you know that these 2 column already will be given in your accounting notebook, so no need to make a separate line like this. If you will write directly in the debit and credit column, it will be okay. Next most important thing is whenever you write the date, compulsory you have to mention only first time year here, after that month and after that date. Okay, compulsory you have to maintain this format. You cannot write date according to your convenience. Then particular, you need a big space for the particular column, because here you have to write down the debit and credit account name. With that, here you can see after completing the debit and credit effect, you have to write down the short narration, okay, short explanation after regarding the transaction, right? So you need more space for the particular column. LF, here there is a no any kind of a note in the LF number. It will be prepared after completing the journal book, but as a format we have to show here LF number. Full name of the LF number is a ledger folio number, okay. From the journal book, we have to prepare a ledger book. That chapter, I think chapter number 8 or 9 in your textbook. At that time we will do detailed study about the ledger book, but still just you have to remember you need a very short space for the LF number, because there is a no any kind of recording entry in the LF column. Then debit amount and credit amount. Here amount debit, first you will write the debit account name, so debit account name in debit column and credit account amounts in a credit column, right? See here, what is a ledger folio? In the third column of journal, ledger folio number is to be disclosed in short form. It is called as LF number after passing of journal entry. During posting of this transaction is in ledger, the page number is to be written where respective posting of account is made. Due to this arrangement, whenever any information is required, it can be easily availed from the concerned books, okay. Now here after that illustration is going to be start, but I will explain you directly the sum of the exercise. So first let we study the exercise sum. Your practical sum is going to be started from the question number 5 in the exercise. Let me see first sum. From the following transactions, write the journal entry in the books of Pranjal. Here, what is the name of the businessman? Pranjal. We have to maintain the book of Pranjal. It means we will see according with the viewpoint of a Pranjal. First transaction is a introduced rupees 10,000 cash and commence business. Again, introduced rupees 10,000 cash and commence business. It means a Pranjal bring rupees 10,000 in cash to start up a new business. So let me see the how to first make a format of the journal book. See in answer. In this way, first you have to write down the heading Journal Book of Shri Pranjal, right? Then you will prepare a 5 column. First column is date, second particular, third column LF ledger folio number, fourth debit rupees and credit rupees. This is called a journal book. This format is called a journal book. Journal book is not, again I am explaining, particular book. It is a one type of a statement for us, because we are not maintaining different kinds of a book, because of the we are doing a primary study, okay. So these call a journal book, date, particular, LF number, debit rupees, credit rupees. First transaction is Pranjal bring rupees 10,000 in cash for commence a business. So we know that cash comes in. Comes in, it means a debit side. What comes in? Cash comes in. So debit account name is a cash account debit, right? First, always write the first column is debit account and after that credit account. So cash account debit to capital account. Here you have to remember one thing. Whenever you write the credit account name, at that time mention a 2 before the account name. 2 means a credit. Understood? The meaning of this 2 is a credit account. And debit, this way you have to write down cash account debit. Then after space in the next line, give us some space, and after that write this to capital account. What is the amount? 10,000. He brings 10,000 rupees. So what amount comes in? 10,000 on debit side, and capital account is always on credit side. Capital, why? Because owner is a giver of this cash. Whatever amount bring by owner in the business, that is called a capital, okay. We see in the we already seen this meaning of capital in the first chapter. To capital account rupees 10,000, right? Next, let we see the next after that write a being. Being, it means a short narration. these why Pranjal bring these amount for commence a business. So commence business by cash. Okay, this is called a being or narration, right? Again, first entry, cash account debit to capital account 10,000. At the end of the particular column you have to mention dr. It means a debit, and we are not writing a credit because this is a format for on place of a credit word we will write two. These two words suggest the credit account, right? Let me see the next transaction. Transaction number 2, goods of rupees 5,000 purchased on cash. Here one more thing, date is not given. You can see in the question number 6, day, year, month, date, all things are given, but this is the first sum, so serial number only given. Okay, so we will write the serial number in the date column of a journal book. So goods of rupees 5,000 purchased on cash. Here due to the purchase, Pranjal purchased the goods of rupees 5,000. When he purchased goods comes in. Goods comes in, it means a purchase account, and on cash it means he purchased by cash. Cash goes out. The rules of the real account will be applied. Debit what comes in, credit what goes out. Here goods comes in and cash goes out. So let's see in answer. Here number 2, purchase account, because goods purchase we are writing a name of purchase account when we purchase goods. Purchase account debit always at the end of the particular column. 2, cash account, because cash goes out it means a cash account on credit side. Okay, amount is 5,000 in debit column and credit amount in credit column 5,000 rupees. Okay, being purchase goods by cash. Okay, let me see the next transaction. After completing the transaction you can this is a optional, you have to draw this line by a pencil only. All the line it is a compulsory to draw by pencil. Now next transaction number 3. Transaction is goods of rupees 8,000 purchased on credit from Rajan. Goods here in the second transaction purchased on cash, here purchased on credit from Rajan. It means a cash will not go out because we are purchasing on credit and so goods comes in due to the purchase. Goods comes in, it means a purchase account debit, right? And what will be credit account? Credit, it means who is the giver of the goods? Rajan. So Rajan is a giver. It is a rules of a personal account. Credit the giver, right? So see here, transaction number 3. Here purchase account, because Pranjal purchased the goods, so purchase account debit you will write again at the end of the particular column. To Rajan account. Why in the second transaction we write down the cash account on credit side, because at that time we purchase goods on cash, so cash goes out, but here there is no any goes out of a cash, but Rajan is a giver of the goods, right? So Rajan account on credit side. See the amount debit side 8,000 rupees and credit side 8,000 rupees, right? See the next transaction. Transaction is goods of rupees 2,000 given for donation. Goods given, it means a goods goes out, and donation is a expense. We know the rule of a nominal account, expense and loss are always on debit side, and here in this transaction goods goes out. That word is we will write as a purchase account, because here goods goes out except the sale. So whenever goods goes out without the sale, it is called a purchase account on credit side. So see the answer. Donation account debit, fourth transaction, donation account debit to purchase account. Actually written word is wrongly written here. Only to purchase account, because goods, actually we are writing always purchase on debit side, right? But here goods goes out except the sale, so we are writing this purchase on credit side. So donation account debit to purchase account 2000 2000. Okay, let me move for the next transaction. Transaction number 5. Given order to Shivani to dispatch goods of rupees 3000. It means a Pranjal give order to Shivani for dispatch goods of rupees 3000. Here only order is given. Shivani is not dispatching the goods at the transaction number 5. So this is called a non-economic transaction. So how will you show in the journal book? You will write down in this way. Transaction number 5, non-economic transaction, and no amount in debit and credit column. Okay. Next, transaction number 6. Transaction number 6 is a Shivani has dispatched the goods as per order. In the transaction number 5, Pranjal gives order for the 3000 rupees goods, and in the transaction number 6 given that Shivani dispatched the goods as per order. Here Shivani is dispatching the goods, and who will receive these goods? Pranjal. We are maintaining the book of Pranjal. So for this transaction, it is a purchase for the Pranjal. Okay, and here cash word is not given, but on the word of cash name of Shivani is given. So we have to understood that this is a credit transaction. So purchase by Shivani, we can say this this transaction is for the purchase by the Shivani. So purchase account debit. See the answer, how to write the transaction effect. Here 6, purchase account debit to Shivani account, being Shivani dispatch goods as per order. Again here Shivani is dispatching goods, but this transaction is a purchase transaction for the Pranjal, and we are maintaining the books for the business of a Pranjal. So we will write purchase account debit to Shivani account, amount 3000, right? Next transaction. Transaction number 7, paid rupees 2500 for a life insurance premium. Now this is the most important thing. Life insurance premium is for the owner's life, right? It is not for the business life, because for the businessmen take a insurance for the fire, for the flood, for the natural calamities, right? For the different purpose, there is a particular insurance for the particular problems. But here life insurance premium, always remember, life insurance premium is always taken for the owner's life, and owner's expense is a personal expense, we can say in account according to the accounting words. So personal expense is a drawing in a accounting language, right? So this is the expense of a drawing. And paid, it means a paid word, paid is given. Paid, it means a cash goes out. Goes out, it means on credit side, and drawing is always on debit side. So how to give effect? See in the answer. So entry number 7, drawing account debit to cash account 2500. Okay. Now with this, all the transaction of a question number 5 is over. So what will you do after completing, after recording this entry? You have to do total of this debit side amount. It means that on the calci you will do 10,000 plus 5,000 plus 2,000 plus 8,000 plus 3,000 plus 2,500. So it total will be 30,500. Okay, you will write 30,500 after completing all the transaction. Okay, and the name of that column is called a total. You have to write down this total, then make a arrow sign and write this 30,500 in the debit rupees column, right? After that, do the total of a credit column. 10,000 plus 5,000 plus 22,000 plus 8,000 plus 3,000 plus 2,500, and that total 30,500 again you will write in a credit column, but debit and credit total you have to write down in the same line in this way. Okay, I think you can understand what I want to explain you. 30,500 and this total is also 30,500, and it is a compulsory to draw double line after the total. Okay, single line on a above it and double line below the total. This is the format that we have to compulsory follow it. Okay. Now let me see the next sum, number 6. Question number 6. Transaction for capital and drawing. It means in these all the transaction, there is a all the transaction are related with the capital and drawing account. Capital account is always we have to write down on credit side in journal entry, and drawing account always on debit side in journal entry. That we have to remember. Okay. Now write journal entries for the following transaction in the books of Subham. Subham is a businessman. Okay. We have to maintain the journal book for the Subham business. So whatever Subham will bring in business, that is called a capital, and Subham will take out from the business for its personal use and personal expense. It will be called drawing. Drawing again always on debit side in journal entry, and capital always on credit side in journal entry. Now date is year is given 2014 January 1st. So first I will show you how to prepare a format of a journal book. See in answer. Here see. First heading, journal book of Shri Subham, date, particular, LF number, debit rupees, credit rupees. Okay, this is a format. After that you have to stretch down the lines. It means you have to make a column. Right? See the first transaction in a question. Transaction is January 1st, introduce goods of rupees 10,000. It means Subham will bring goods of rupees 10,000, cash 15,000, furniture 5,000, debtors it means a customer in accounting terms. Debtors of rupees 10,000 and commenced business. It means how much total amount he bring in business, 10,000 plus 15,000 plus 5,000. It means 30,000 plus 10,000, total 40,000 rupees he bring in business. So this 40,000 total amount is called capital. Okay, and these all are a separate particular. These all goods things are coming in the business. So these all amount will be on debit side, and total amount 40,000 it's called a capital. So that amount 40,000 on credit side. Let's see how to write it. See here, first compulsory write down this way, year 2014 January 1st. Okay, he brings a goods of rupees 10,000. Goods it means a stock. So stock account debit 10,000 in debit column. Then cash he bring a 15,000 rupees cash. So cash account debit 15,000. Furniture of rupees 5,000. So furniture account debit 5,000. Debtors account debit 10,000. To capital account 40,000. 40,000 is a credit amount, amount of a credit account. So it will be in credit column. Okay, again here for startup or for commence a business, Subham bring stock, cash, furniture, debtors. So these all the items comes in the business. So comes in, it means these all values amount you will write on debit side, and these all the things items are bring by the owner. So it's a called capital. So to capital account 40,000. And one more thing, always you have to remember, capital account is always on credit side only. Right? Being business comments. Here it is not necessary to write a more and long sentence in the narration. You can write in shortly. Here I mention only business comments. Right? Next transaction. Personal motor car sold for rupees 80,000 and introduced 50,000 in business. Here you can see that this till to the 80,000 rupees is a personal transaction. Business is not concerned in how much amount motor car is sold or purchased. Okay, it is not concerned. But how much amount Subham brought in business, introduce rupees 50,000 in business. So business will record only for this transaction. Introduce rupees 50,000 in business. So cash comes in, right? And introduced by this amount introduced by the owner. So that is called a capital. So see in answer. Cash account debit to capital account, only we will record the amount of 50,000 because that 30,000 amount of a personal motor car, Shubham, it means the owner will keep with himself only. Business is not affected with that amount. And being capital introduced, 50,000, right? And date, how will you write? Here you can write January 2, otherwise you can make this shine. Okay, and to date only. You have to write down the year only once time, only at once in the beginning of the sum, right? Let's see the next transaction. Transaction is rupees 1,000 withdrawn from bank for personal use. Personal use, it means a drawing, and drawing accounts always on debit side, and this amount is withdrawn from the bank. So bank balance reduce, and another word we can say bank is a giver. Giver account is always on credit side. Drawing account is always debit side. So debit account name is a drawing and credit account name is a bank, right? See in answer. Transaction number 3, drawing account debit to bank account. Understood? Amount is 1,000. Being money withdrawn from bank for a personal use. Why we are writing here drawing? Because the word is given personal use. Personal use, that is a drawing, right? Next transaction, see. Date 15. Income tax refund. Rupees 500 of owner of sole proprietor deposited with bank account of business. Here most important thing, income tax is a personal tax of a owner. It is not a tax of a business. So income tax is called a personal income or expense. Here income tax refund, it means this is a personal income of a owner. Personal income of owner is deposited in bank account. So bank is a receiver of that amount. Okay, so bank receiver account always on debit side. So bank account on debit side, and this is a personal income, right? So personal income or personal amount of owner is called a capital, right? So capital account is always on credit side. See in answer. Bank account debit, because bank is a receiver. Why receiver? Because these 500 rupees is deposited in the bank. Bank balance increase. Whenever bank balance increase, it is on debit side, or bank balance decrease, it is on credit side. So bank account debit 500 rupees to capital account 500 rupees. And being income tax refund bring in business, right? This amount is deposited in the bank account, so that benefits will be received to the business. So that is called a capital account, right? Next transaction. Date 20, January 20, from business, goods of rupees 1,000 and cash rupees 400 are withdrawn for personal use. Again, for personal use, it means a compulsory drawing account will be on debit side. Now what is goes out from due to the drawing? Goods of rupees 1,000 and cash of rupees 400. So total drawing is made by Shubham is 1,400 rupees. Okay, total drawing amount is 1,400, 1,400, and from the business goods, it means a stock goes out and cash goes out. These both goes out, so it will be on credit side. So how to write down the journal entry? See in answer. See here, date 20. Drawing account debit 1,400 to purchase account. You can write here purchase account. On place of a purchase account, you can write the name stock account 1,000 to cash account 400. Being goods and cash withdrawn by owner from the business. Okay. Now next, date 21. Traveling expense of daughter. Daughter, it means a owner's daughter, right? Owner's daughter traveling expense is a personal expense. So traveling expense of a daughter rupees 1,500 paid from business. It means a cash will be go from the business, but it is a personal expense. Personal expense, it means a drawing, right? and drawing account we know always on debit side. Cash goes out, so cash account on credit side, drawing account always on debit side. So how to write the journal entry? See in answer. See, my page is over there, so I prepare a new format on the next page. Date, particular, LF, debit rupees, credit rupees, right? And year 2014, January 21. Daughter's traveling expense is a personal expense, so drawing account debit to cash account, amount is 1500. Being traveling expense of daughter paid from the business. Okay, now next, again drawing account debit to cash account 1500 being traveling expense of daughter paid from the business. Now next transaction number 20, date number 28, furniture of rupees 2000 purchased from Ganga Furniture Mart for house. The word is given for house. For house it means for the personal facility, for the personal expense. Okay, so furniture not comes in the business. Furniture will come? No, furniture will come in the house, but we are maintaining the books of a business, so not furniture is not coming in the business, but this is for the personal use. So drawing account debit and purchase from Ganga Furniture Mart. So we have to pay amount to the Ganga Furniture Mart in future. So journal entry is, see in answer, journal entry is drawing account debit to Ganga Furniture Mart account, right? Here we will not write the furniture account debit because it's our personal expense, it means a drawing. Okay, next is a life insurance premium of rupees 500 paid by check. This is a repeated transaction because life insurance premium, see in the question number 5, 7 number transaction, life insurance premium. Owner has its own life, business is not its own life. So life insurance premium is called a personal expense of owner. Personal expense, it means a drawing, and paid by check, it means a bank is giver, bank balance will reduce. So bank account is on credit side and drawing account is on debit side. See in answer, you can see here, drawing account debit to bank account 500 rupees, right? Because it is life insurance is called always drawing, being life insurance premium paid by check. Now you have to do total of the entire debit column. See, first you will start from the first transaction. You will do total 10,000, 15,000, 5,000, 10,000 plus 50,000 plus 1,000 plus 500 plus 1,400 plus 1,500 plus 2,000 plus 500. So its total will be 96,900. This total you have to do on calci, so you can be easily compute it. After that you will do total of the credit column. Here credit column, it means a 40,000 plus 50,000 plus 1,000 plus 500 plus 1,000 plus 400, then plus 1,500 plus 2,000 plus 500. So its total will be again 96,900. It is a compulsory that the total will be identical, it means equal on both the side, and you will draw double line, you will stretch double underline after the total and write here total. Okay, with this your 6 number sum is to be over. Now I am going to start question number 7. Question number 7, transaction for loan and interest. Here write the following transaction in the journal book of Pushkar. Date to year 2014 Feb 1st. First transaction is due to additional requirement of funds, 12% loan of rupees 20,000 borrowed from Ram. Here Ram's loan, Ram is a giver but giver of the loan, so that account is called Ram's loan, and due to the Ram's loan cash will be come in the business. Okay, Ram will give us cash as a form of a loan, so cash comes in and Ram is a giver but giver of the loan, so we will write the Ram's loan account. See in answer first. Here see, first give a heading Journal Book of Pushkar, right? Date 2014 Feb 1st. Particular LF debit rupees, credit rupees. Here first transaction is a Ram given a loan of rupees 20,000 for the more requirement of the fund. Fund, it means a capital. So cash account debit to Ram's loan account 20,000 rupees, 20,000 rupees. Okay, here Ram is a giver. Okay, so this is not a capital. We are maintaining the book of a Pushkar and amount is giving by the Ram. So this is not a capital. So cash account debit to Ram loans account 20,000, credit column 20,000, being 12% at a rate of 12% loan borrowed from Ram. Okay, understood? Now next, date 3, rupees 8,000 lent to Lakshman at an interest rate of 8%. Amount is given to the Lakshman. It means a Lakshman is a receiver and amount is given to the Lakshman. So cash will go out. So cash on credit side and Lakshman is a receiver. So Lakshman is on debit side. See how to write the journal entry. Here Lakshman's loan account debit to cash account, right? And being loan lent at a 8% interest. Here amount is written 8,640. How this 8,640? 8,000 plus 8%. Again 8,000 plus 8%. So 8,640. If you will write only 8,000, it will be also right. It will be not correct or not incorrect. Okay, you can write either 8,000 or 8,640. Any amount you can write. Being loan lent at a 8% interest. Next is a here date number 8, received cash rupees 800 from loan lent to Bharat. It means Bharat give 800 rupees and rupees 200 for interest. So cash comes in 800 plus 200 comes in, it means on debit side, and who is a giver? Bharat is giver, and interest is also received. Interest is not giver but interest is a income. So interest account is on credit side, Bharat is giver account is always on credit side, and cash comes in, so cash account is on debit side. Here see in answer, date 8, cash account debit, total cash received 1,000. So in debit column 1,000 rupees, to Bharat account 800, to interest account 200 rupees. Okay, so two accounts will be on credit side and only one account is on debit side, being cash and interest received, right? Next transaction, date 10, rupees 5,000 returned back to Sita for borrowed loan and paid interest rupees 400. It means we return back the loan of Sita. Cash goes out, Sita's loan. Sita is a receiver. Receiver account is always on debit side. Cash goes out, so it will be on credit side, and paid interest rupees 400. Interest is an expense, so it is on debit side, and paid, it means in this transaction also cash goes out with the 400 rupees. So how much total cash goes out in transaction? 5,000 rupees plus 400 rupees. Total cash on credit side 5,400 rupees. Sita is receiver and interest is all expense. So Sita and interest account on debit side. See in answer how to write the journal entry. Sita account debit, here on place of Sita you can write Sita's loan account debit 5,000 rupees. Sita is a receiver, right? We paid amount to the Sita. So Sita will receive our amount. Interest account debit, we paid amount with the interest. So interest is an expense for our business. So 400 rupees again on debit side. To cash account, due to this transaction total cash goes out 5,400 rupees, being rupees 5,000 loan and 400 interest paid to Sita, right? Now next transaction, transaction number 12, received interest rupees 200. Interest received, it means income. in this transaction interest is our income and receive it means a cash comes in. Okay, so cash account debit to interest account for loan lent to Kaushal. Here we get the amount, right? So see in answer, cash account debit to, not Kaushal account, actually it's a mistake here, to interest account because it is already received, right? Cash account debit 200 to interest account rupees 200, amount being interest of rupees 200 received from Kaushal. It's here mistake, we have to write down the interest account name. Okay, to interest account. Now next transaction, next, interest for 1 month paid for loan obtained from Ram. Here obtained from Ram, it means a first transaction. We took a loan from Ram of 20,000 rupees, right? So we have to pay interest at a rate of 12%. This 12% interest is for the entire year, but we paid only for the 1 month. So for that we have to do calculation, 20,000 into 12% into 1 by 12. Again 20,000 into 12% into 1 by 12. So you will get the amount total interest paid rupees 200 rupees. See here again how to do calculate on Calci. We took a loan of rupees 20,000. Okay. After that 12%, so 12% into, we have to pay only for the 1 month. So 1 divided by 12. So we will get the answer 200 rupees. Now this amount, with this amount we have to do journal entry. So see it again. So what is the journal entry here? Cash goes out, right? And we paid the interest. So interest is an expense. Interest account debit to cash account rupees 200. On debit side 200, on credit side also 200. Now next transaction, date is 18, rupees 75 became receivable for interest on loan of Lakshman. Amount receivable, not received, but it is a receivable for interest on loan of Lakshman. So here journal entry is, Lakshman will be give amount as Lakshman account debit to loan interest account rupees 75. Okay. After that completing all the journal entries, do the total of again debit side 20,000, then 8,640, 1,000 plus 5,000 plus 400 plus 200, then rupees 275. So total will be 35,515. Same way do the total of the credit column. Okay, these all the amount, 20,000 plus 8,640 plus 800 plus 200 plus 5,400 plus 200, then 275. So it will be again 35,515. Write the total here and do double underline after the total. With that your sum will be over. I hope you understood today's topic. This is a new format for you, so it will need a practice, maximum practice to you. If you will complete 2 or 3 sum in your notebook, it will be very convenient to you, right? Okay, best of luck. If you need any help, if you have any query, you can contact me. Have a nice day. Take care.